Hello, everybody. I'm a little bit early. I'm not expecting anybody to be in here late or yet. Can't even talk yet. Daggone it. All right. So I'm not expecting anybody to be in here at this time because it's not the actual uh, published broadcast time. But I'm trying to make sure all my connections are good and just hanging out. Want to hang out with some folks? Just open chat, whatever anybody wants to talk about, within reason, as long as it's respectable to myself and others. It's going to be on the table. Um, I realize I'm sitting here talking, and I have zero viewers. So like I said, I'm just testing the volume. The sun is really bad today because we're going live. This is Florida at 3 p.m. The clouds have subsided, and so now look, I have a lot of sun, so I had to change the angle. I don't like having the window in the background, but I figured, you got to improvise, adapt, and overcome. Who says that? Anybody? It's going to be a little trivia question. Who says you have to adapt, improvise, or is it improvise, adapt, and overcome? Yeah, I think it's improvise, adapt, and overcome. So I'm sure somebody's going to have a comment, but yeah, I'm just we're like way early for the live, so I'm just trying to test the volume. I can honestly, I'm trying to remember. I don't think I've ever done an actual live. Um, Hi, Melinda. I'm just testing the equipment, kind of rambling, make sure the volume's okay. The sun is in my eyes. It's 3 p.m. here. It's almost like right in my face, so I had to change the angle. I don't like I don't like having the window in the background, but I'm basically just trying to test the equipment. I don't think I've ever done a true live through StreamYard. I think I participated. I don't know. It's been a while. I was doing StreamYard a little bit before the hurricane, and then the hurricane hit, and my life got changed forever. So I'm trying to make today's event a fun event. Hopefully, I would love to see 20 or 25 people in here, but going to deal with the cards were dealt today. But anyway, I'm just waiting for more people to get in here, and I have some fun things planned. Some things that are going to be a little bit different. I'm going to try and bring some humor. I'm going to try and update people on some nonsense that occurred yesterday, and then a little bit of like somewhat, I'm going to call it softball pitches, lobs that should be really easy for people to answer. Kind of like some trivia to commemorate a channel that hit a milestone recently. So just 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 relaxing. And I figured 3 o'clock Eastern time would be a good time to do it. Uh, I think the first football game starts at like 4:30ish or 4:15, something like that. So that's the NFL playoffs. I think it's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. So my Cowboys play tonight. Hopefully they keep playing after tonight. But I'm just going to welcome everybody that's popping in. I see that we have 2 viewers right now. I'm just going to kill some time. I was telling Melinda, I'm just checking the equipment, making sure everything is functional. Can anybody tell me if the sound is okay? I'm not echoing or anything like that. Or are we good in that department? Somebody just shoot me a message on that, and that way I'll feel a little bit better. I'm not an IT guy, so I always panic about having issues without my IT support team in the background. All right, so no complaints, no compliments. All right, so I'm gonna give it probably another couple minutes. I'll just ramble for a little bit. I'm looking at my laptop clock and saying 3:03, so probably around 3:05. I'll just start this thing. Um, I have a scratchy throat a little bit. I just tend to have that. It's usually when I eat pasta. I just ate a whole bunch of pasta with cheese, and that tends to clink in my throat a little bit. So, and then we'll talk about some other things. But I want to make it fun. I would love to make it interactive. I really don't know how. I don't remember how to add. Now that I think of it, I think I have done lives in the past, but I don't remember how to invite somebody to the through StreamYard. So maybe somebody can advise me, later as we go on. We, make it more interactive with other viewers. But all right, so oh, that was great. Cloud just passed over the sun. That felt so good. It totally uh, change of lighting here out here on the Lanai. But all right, I'm going to start my ramble. Uh, Anybody who did not watch some of my live things yesterday, I'm temporarily, that's a tongue twister, residing at my mom's house in Bonita Springs, Florida. And there's a pond out back or a small lake. I don't know what differentiates the two, but uh, on the other side, there was a guy brandishing something that looked like a firearm, shooting like in the bushes and stuff like that. So it went on to be a little bit of drama. He fired 6 rounds. I was worried about any kids walking by. Then a kid did walk by. 20 minutes later, the police showed up. They're asking, could have been an. I said, I don't know. I don't know if it was an air gun or not, but um, it was. If it was the loudest one I've ever heard. And I said the guy looked old. I want to make sure his mental capacity was okay. Blah blah blah. So it goes on. It literally took them 30 or 35 minutes to respond uh, to investigate it. They did investigate it. The police officer finally, I showed them where it was happening at the house. And when they approached the house, they called me, "Are we at the right house?" I said, "Yes, it was the door there on the left." Blah blah blah. So um, they talk to them. They call me and say everything is good. They looked at it. They said the it was like an air pistol, but they said it looked very lifelike. It said Smith and Wesson on it. Didn't have the color coded end on the end of it, and so that goes off. So they pull away. I kid you not. 10 minutes later, he comes out the same door, and now he's shooting at these Muscovy ducks. Right. So now I'm really pissed. It was like this is like an fu to me, or whoever reported it, whatever. So uh, now I'm really pissed, and it takes me forever to try and get it through to a non-emergency number, Lee County Sheriff's Office. Finally get through. I asked for the deputy to call me back. He never did call me back. Then it takes me forever to get through to the FWC, which is the Florida Wildlife Commission, because I thought Muscovy ducks were a protected species federally. And based on some stuff I've looked at online, I interpret it that way, but I don't know. Maybe there's more recent data. So I finally get through to the FWC. It took me forever. It took me like an hour. I kid you not. Finally get an officer to call me back. We're talking, and he wasn't too cordial on the phone after I explained. He says, "No, no, they're considered a Muscovy duck is considered a nuisance pet, and you can terminate them." So I'm thinking that's crazy. So like I had already done some research. You can get arrested for feeding a Muscovy duck, but you can't get arrested for killing one in a very close quartered community with kids walking by, like what occurred yesterday. So it just blew my mind. So so anyway, like I said, I'm just telling this story just to buy some time. Hopefully, some other viewers will come in, and the I'm there's only 3 people in here. I was hoping there would be more people in here when I wanted to do like a little humor skit, but I'm going to tell you things I hate about getting old. All right, one is like you just never know what's going to happen day to day, and one I got to take off the glasses for this one. It's very very bright out here. When you get old, you get eyebrow dandruff. Eyebrow dandruff. Who would have ever thought about? Nobody ever told me about eyebrow dandruff growing up. Nobody even talked to me about the birds and the bees. So that I don't know. Then you get all these hairs that start growing in. They come in clusters. They're all gray, and then it looks terrible. Like all the gray ones clean together. It looks like you have a hang on in there. So I don't like old age. And then there's so many other things. It's just crazy. Your memory. It just goes to hell. But the other thing I don't like right here, you get old, all of a sudden you start developing, crops. Crops start growing in your ear. Like, who the hell wants an azalea bush growing out of your ear? I sure don't want that. It seems to me like earwax turns into Miracle Grow or something. I don't like that. And then I got hair growing on the outside of my ear. I got to always be plucking it and stuff like that. I don't like that. I'd rather be 30 again. You know what I mean? Like, good golly, sometimes you can't even see. You can't even pluck it yourself. And I'm single, so I don't have a permanent, azalea bush plucker or trimmer. But what's a fella gonna do? You got to pay the barber extra for that. I pay $20 for a haircut. Now I'm tipping $5 to, what's it going to cost me? 40, $50 to trim up that azalea bush in there? I just don't like it. But anyway, so there's a well-known channel. Hopefully the three viewers that are watching know this channel, and I want to do something cool going forward. I've been trying to stall. It's probably not a good time of day. I thought on Sunday it might be okay at 3 p.m., but I'm not a real popular guy, so we're just going to roll with it. So anyway, I want to do something different, like different people do, like trivia, and I like the trivia, and I'm going to throw out some softball trivia out there. When I say softball pitches, they're just going to be light, should be easy to answer trivia questions, but I want to do it with a twist. So first of all, what I'm going to show you is, excuse me, not too far from my mom's house here, probably about a quarter mile away, there is a liquidation store there. They have all kinds of cool things. They do a lot of wines. They do all kinds of stuff. So, hey, nice to see you, Rita, Ted, Melinda, anybody else who may be lurking. But anyway, so I'm glad Ted's here because he's going to be able to help me out with part of what's going to occur here going forward. So this is a tool called the Jimbo fork. I'm going to turn it sideways so you can probably see it a little bit better. I have the item out of the pack. I always forget that the camera's up here. I always show it in front of the laptop screen, but the camera's actually above it. So anyway, so when call me Frugal. My nickname is going forward is going to be Frugal Fred because my brother Ted and my brother Ned have always called me Frugal Fred growing up. So that's, I just got to deal with it. Sometimes you got to own a nickname. So what I thought this was originally when I bought it, I thought when you would depress this, I thought it would open up and extend to be an extra long, like a campfire fork type thing. But no, what it is you go to, you fork your steak, your chicken or what have you, and then I'm going to try and get a good profile here. And then when you depress this thing, it ejects that food off of the fork, so you're not fighting with the steak or the the whatever food, your chicken or sausage, whatever it could be, hot dogs. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm going to tell you how frugal I am. I paid $1 for this, right? So that I'm going to roll with that, because I'm trying to teach you all a lesson on how to be frugal. So I have 4 of these, all in the pack. The one that I displayed did not have the little protective plastic ends on it, but the other 4 do. So we're going to do some trivia, but we're going to do the trivia today. I'm going to call it Pay It Forward Trivia. So with my intention is to acknowledge and congratulate a friend. Let me get my glasses back on. All right, that feels much better since it's very sunny out here. Uh, so I want to congratulate JJ Drones for hitting 500. He did not just hit it, but he's like surpassed it, which is really cool. So that's really cool. He's been very helpful with me. I know he's been very helpful with Off the Hook Outdoors, many other channels. So he does not know this is occurring, but what I want to do is I'm really hoping for more people to get in here. I really so I'm going to talk about what I want to do, and then hopefully, as people come in, hopefully more people come in. I only have 4 friends in the world right now, but I want to do a pay it forward trivia. So as I'm going to ask a question about JJ Drones or something related to something he's done on his videos. They're going to be easy questions. And the person that gets the answer correctly, what I would like that person to do is rather than me donating the gift to them, since it's going to be a pay it forward Sunday, I want them to nominate somebody who they want this gift to be shipped to. So hopefully it'll be in the continental United States, not like Taiwan or anything like that. Or, I'm not sure how shipping goes to Alaska. I don't think I'm going to have anybody watching from Alaska, but that's what I want to do. So anyway, so I think the odds are very, very good with only 4 viewers right now, and I have 4 forks. So let's uh, let's start the game. All right, folks. All right. So JJ Drones is a guy named Jason Johnson. He does a lot of different things on his channel. And my first question is whoever answers this correctly, it would be the first recipient of the trivia pay it forward prize that they can nominate. What is the name of the company that JJ Drones works for? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tock. Anybody can answer. Anybody can answer. JJ Drones. He does droning, he does trucking, he does IT assistance. Oh, look at that. Ted happened to get the right answer. It's Break Bush Transportation. So, yes, Ted from Off the Hook Outdoors, you have won the Jimbo fork. There's actually YouTube videos on YouTube about you're gonna laugh. If you want to go watch a funny old infomercial about the Jimbo fork, I think it was done 13 or 14 years ago. It looks vintage, like it could have been like it almost looks like it was shot in the 70s. But anyway, uh, Ted, Off the Hook Outdoors, you have won that, and at any point in time, you can pay it forward to anybody. Just drop it in the comments, and then I know how to get a hold of you. You know how to get a hold of me, and if I don't know the address or where that's going to, you can certainly enlighten me, and then we can get that ball rolling. Hopefully, it's something. Yeah, Jeopardy music. That would be really cool. Yeah, I knew there was something jingling in my head there. I'm not the brightest, sharpest tool in the shed, Melinda. So yeah, uh, it's very, very windy down here today. It's like 18 to 20 mile an hour winds. So you may hear some wind chimes in the background. You may hear, hopefully that's not like a copyright infringement, some type of Buddhist, wind chime thing, whatever. But we're gonna try and work with it. But all right, so the first question has been answered. I'm going to kind of stall a little bit. And does anybody want to ask me any questions about my life, or do they want to talk about their life? You can put it in the comments. I wish I knew how to bring people up, and but I don't remember at this time. So if you want to put in the comments, ask me about my life, or you want to talk about your life, or different channels. And so I want to open it up for discussion. Hopefully, we can get more than 4 people. We had 5 people there for a second, but somebody had to leave. But anyway, so I will tell you, I'm, I, I've been wanting to talk about my employment situation. It's been very chaotic since the hurricane, and I guess this is a good time to mention it. And I don't like talking about this, but I feel like I almost owe you guys like an explanation because a lot of people did support me after the hurricane, and uh, so I contacted a temporary agency, and I was doing some work at night, which it was a god awful job. It was terrible. It was I would show up at 11:45 p.m. It was a warehouse job. It was for a huge courier service. You would clock in at 11:45, and then basically everybody that clocked in at 11:45 would go. You would just go kill time in your vehicle until the first truck showed up. So there was most nights it was until about 1:30. So that part was just killing me because I would sit around for almost 2 hours doing nothing. Uh, it just it it bothered me. So then you would get a truck, you'd be very busy for 2 hours. Then you would get another truck, and it would follow up, and you'd be busy for another 45 minutes, whatever. Then you would have another break for like an hour or 45 minutes. The trucks were never consistently on time. Then you'd have to kill yourself for like an hour straight, and then basically sit around and do nothing until you clock out at 7. I was not one of the warehouse staffing regular employees. I was hired through a temp agency. So I had to work 6 7-hour nights, which that was not conducive with my life and sleeping schedule and all that. So um, so that I did not like that. So I had been talking to the fishing wholesaler about there was he had some product that got like packaging got slightly damaged during the hurricane because that area where they're located had more severe uh, effect than where I was living, but even though I was greatly affected. So they unpackaged a lot of stuff. The product was fine. They put things in like little barrels, little contain. So they had some good deals and stuff. So we I get out there to talk to them on a Friday morning. I told them earlier in the week I could be there Friday morning, 8 o'clock, and so I show up. And the guys, the owner of the wholesale company is very pushy, and I really don't like when people do that, but he has been good to me at times. So we're talking and we're talking, and he's just trying to basically like force me into stuff, and I don't like when people because I don't react very well when people try to do that. So I said, hold on. So let me explain my entire situation. So he didn't know my whole situation. So I'm telling him all this. So he says, he goes, all right, we'll come. A couple doors down from the fishing wholesaler outfit, he has a air conditioning company. So he proceeds to tell me, well, you're just going to come work for me. And I said, well, it's great, Dennis, but I don't know anything about AC business. And he goes, so you just he was like real stern. He goes, all you have to do is listen and learn. Just pay attention and learn. So I'm like, I'm like playing the game. All right, yeah, I can do that. And I don't have a problem doing that, but I know by the same token, you have to know something about AC. he, so he proceeds to tell me he's going to pay me $20 an hour to be a gopher, an assistant. And I'm thinking, wow, that's pretty high price. And I said, are you sure? I said, I don't want to look like an idiot in front of the other guys. And so then we go in and I meet some of the office people at the air conditioning company. I'm giving them the proof of my license, my social security and everything. And then Dennis has another guy come and he goes, this is my business partner, uh, which is not really his business partner. He just is pretty much like his main dude, like runs maybe he has like a percentage of profit share. I don't think he's really a business partner. But so Dennis takes him in the back room and tells him, look, we're going to hire this guy. It's a friend of mine, whatever. And the guy says, no, I don't agree with that. I don't want to be hired. I don't want you to hire him because we need people that know what they're doing. And I totally respect that, right? So Dennis comes out and tells me that, and I'm like, man, I don't, I don't feel too good about this situation. This is not going to start off too well. So this is the week before Thanksgiving, 3 day work week before Thanksgiving. Uh, Dennis kept telling me, obviously he doesn't know me like as far as punctuality. He says, just you can't be late. You can't. I said, Dennis, I've never been late for anything. So the only thing I'm going to be late for in my life is my own funeral. And so we're going on. So every day I was supposed to report there and be there by 8 o'clock sharp. I was there at 6:30 in the morning every day, sitting in my van, just drinking coffee, looking at YouTube. So I know I'm rambling, but I'm trying to get more viewers in and then get to the juice of the story. So I go to work. The first day I worked as a gopher going around doing like preventive maintenance inspections at residential houses. And then the second day, which is a Tuesday, I go and spend a full day working in the fishing wholesale warehouse. I love that, even though it was very slow. Their business is very slow because so many tackle shops got destroyed by the hurricane. But I felt more in my comfort zone. But Wednesday, I go work back with the so I go back to work in the field. Then we go to Fort Myers Beach, and I see all the devastation down there, and I'm thinking like, man, my life sucks. But then you look at some of this other stuff, and it was like crazy. I was working in a big resort hotel. It was like 12 floors, and just like I knew I was out of my league in this job, but $20 an hour, I had to take it. So then I'm supposed to get paid for Thanksgiving and Black Friday, all that. Everything's good. Sunday afternoon, I'm feeling more optimistic about my life. If I can do this, the more I learn, the better I can contribute. So Sunday afternoon, I get a call from Dennis, and his partner put a lot of pressure on him, and basically they 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 agreed that they didn't need me. They need people that knew what they were doing in the AC business, which really ticked me off because one of the stipulations Dennis gave me was to I had to leave my other job immediately, and I did. So now I worked for 3 days. Now I'm unemployed on Thanksgiving weekend. Like, so I have a lot to give thanks for during that situation. So, so Ted, I did see you won the fork, and you are passing it on to Native Wild Man. This is what it is. Native Wild Man. It's called the Jimbo fork. It was something on an infomercial from about, I don't know, 13, 14 years ago. It's not a high price item. It's a little gadget you could use on your grill on a camping trip or something like that. So you can thank Ted for that. And so now I see we had 7 for a minute. We got 6 right now. So then I'm gonna go on to the next. So what happened after that? So then this part was really funny. I just remembered parts of it. So I'm looking for jobs on Craigslist and stuff like that, and then I put an ad on Craigslist, and I knew how this was going to go, and it went exactly how I thought it would, but with a little bit of a small positive. Um, just put it, responsible, hardworking, material adult, looking to, blah, 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 work, whatever. So then I was getting all kinds of responses, like all these scam things that you do get on Craigslist. So I knew I was going to get some of those. And then the one that was the funniest, most creative was guy wanted to send me to New York to get tested for a kidney donation, and it was going to pay like $20,000 or something like that. So I just, obviously I laughed about that, but uh, so that was the kind of stuff I was getting. But then I finally did get a real response. The guy, it would, he gave me all the details, and I knew it wasn't a scam. He says, "We are a traveling construction company. We pulled up the pole metal buildings, those big barn dominiums type things." He was telling me all this about this. He goes, "We're going to be here for about a week. If you want to come out and work for a week." So I contact him. He's a really cool guy. I go out there and work out there for a week. And once again, it was something that was out of my league, but I was able to put in all the labor, got all that done. So I had income for a week. Then, man, I feel like I forgot something. But darn, it sucks getting old, people. I'm reading the comments. I'm thinking about that and all these other things. But then I'll think of it here shortly. So anyway, now we're going to move on. I'm going to move on to the next trivia question. There's only 6 people in here, but uh, all right. So JJ Drones, um, he's done a lot of things for people. Let me see how I can word this. I don't even have any of these questions scripted. So, uh, and if you've already won a prize, you cannot participate. But if somebody wins a prize, you can donate it to a winner because they're not the physical recipient. Hope that makes sense. All right. What is the name? This is going to be a little bit tougher. I'm not going to lie. JJ Drones had a trainee in his tractor trailer rig, and that trainee named his rig a female name. What is the name of JJ Drones' female tractor trailer rig? So we're going to listen in. Melinda, can you please start playing the Jeopardy music? Deep, duck, duck, deep, duck. I don't even know how that goes, but anyway. So yes, JJ Drones' truck, his rig, has a female name. Anybody that can come up with that female name, it would be greatly appreciated. All right, Melinda just typed something. I'm old and I can't see, but some little emoji. I don't know if that was some Jeopardy symbol or what. But anyway, so we are waiting for the name of JJ Drones, um, his rig. I knew that was going to be a little more difficult for some reason. That hit me in the head. Well, I'm going to wait. It's 3:31 right now. We are going to wait. I'm going to wait until 3:33. If nobody knows that answer, Native Wild Man, no, the name of the rig is not Hi Melinda. I'm just kidding with you. But she is a good, loyal viewer. So, anyway, the like I said, we're going to go until about 3:33, and then we're going to move on to an easier question. No, LOL is not the name of the rig, but we do appreciate you playing and supporting this trivia nonsense. All 6 viewers of you. All right, so man, it's only 3:31 still. Good golly, Miss Molly. Oh, I did a baked ziti dish earlier, and it turned out pretty good. So I have a feeling I may have to use the restroom here shortly. So it's actually 3:32 on my end. Susie Q is not it, but you're it was a female name. I appreciate you playing the game. Somebody please hit the big gong bell. Bong. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm not going to wait till 3:33. All right, then we're just in another softball question. All right, what state? Hold on. All right, quiet listener. I was trying. I thought you were sending me a message that I was doing something wrong. I had too many windows open or something. But what state does J.J. Jones reside in? Once again, what state does J.J. Jones reside in? And then we're going to give away the next Jimbo Fork to. We're not going to give it to the winner, but the winner gets to pay it forward to another listener, another YouTube channel, preferably. That's kind of, I don't like to be stern on all the rules, but I would prefer to go to a YouTube channel that most of us know or something like that. So, uh, what state does J.J. Jones reside in? So, anyway, Rita, you are so close, but no, you lose, Rita. You are not the correct answer, but we do appreciate you playing this game. We'll see you next week. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, it is not Minnesota. It's not Arkansas. Rita, I'm just kidding. Rita. You don't have to leave. Uh, uh, native, India is not a state. That is a country somewhere a long ways away. It's not even Indiana either. It's okay, Rita. I'm just busting your chops. I like you. I like your spirit. Um, anyway, so JJ, or not JJ, Ted, who's Ned's brother and Frugal Fred's brother, he knows all the answers. I knew he would. That's why I'm glad we got him out of the way first. I want more people to be able to pay it forward. And anyway, so while we're waiting for the correct answer, it would be really cool if people could just reach out and email JJ Drones and congratulate him, or even if I don't know how many people have his physical mailing address. I don't feel comfortable to share that, but it's really cool. People do things the old way, send them a letter or a card or something. That is cool. So um, maybe we could screen that, to some channels we know that we trust. Maybe you can physically send him a, congratulations card or something like that. If not, his email address is posted, and I'm sure Ted can share that. I think I know most of it, but Ted can share that. And then if you all are okay, I need to use the little boys' room, and I'll be right back. And maybe Ted, if you're still here and still listening, you were talking about the question that I asked you. So if you want to talk about that, I apologize. I don't know how to pull you up on the stream, but G Money's got to use the restroom. If you want to talk to them about what may be occurring with the question I asked you on a video, that's something you're working on in the future, feel free to run with that, and I'll be right back. I'm going to go check on a man in another room. All right, I'm back, folks. Let's see what I missed here. Hopefully, hopefully it's corresponding with people. Ah, okay. All right, I'm back. So anyway, so I was hoping to start something new, hopefully start a new trend. I really want to be more interactive this year with other channels, and um, uh, I don't know anybody that's doing like I know this is a very small event. Hopefully this can catch on and other people can do this, but some type of pay it forward like trivia or something like that. Any type of giveaway. But it doesn't have to be anything high dollar. I told you I paid $1 for these sports. I think it's a great value. I don't. It'll probably cost me less than $10 to ship it. So I'm okay with that, because I need more viewers and I want more people to feel appreciated in different ways. So the pay it forward concept, I really, I think that would be a really cool thing to do for other channels. It doesn't have to be 4 gifts like I'm doing today. I may do 2 bonus gifts, and I probably will. Um, it, even if it's a $5 gift card to, Subway, that would probably be something like that. Would probably be easy, small item to give to somebody. You could ship it in a thank you card. Boom, you're off, and less than $6, somebody's getting a little, appreciation gift that was, it was a pay it forward gesture. So that would be cool. Um, all right, so uh, now let me think. Let me think. Let me think. All right, now has anybody answered the question correctly? I've been away, and I don't think anybody has answered the question correctly. And this shouldn't be that hard to answer. What state does J.J. Jones reside in? All right, it's not Arkansas. It's not India. India, come on, man. Who said India? Minnesota, that was close. So if that's a hint to anybody, it's an M state. Hello, M? M near Minnesota? All right, so I'm trying to help you guys out. So no, we'll wait a few. We're going to, he hasn't moved that much, but he does travel all around the United States. But he does reside in this particular state. Yes, Rita, you're wonderful. Rita, I love you because you're the best. You know what? And oh man, you know what I'm so mad about right now? Rita, don't you do a lot of cooking? I think you do. So we're going to do a special prize. I love Rita. She's funny. She's I think Rita, don't please respond to me if you could in the text, Rita. Don't you do a little bit of everything? Don't you do like crocheting and cooking and stuff like that? Because I think we can help you out in a special way today. So if I'll wait to see your answer before we move on, and I'll just try and ramble or take a beverage break while we wait for Rita to reply. Melinda, can we get the Jeopardy music, please? It's funny. Rita's roost should be like Rita's roast. All right, so she's replying sewing, cooking, a busy farm wife. All right, so I appreciate that. You know what? I honestly think a lot of the wives and the farm wives are, in my opinion, I'm starting to see more YouTube channels about farm wives. I just watched one recently. I just subscribed, I think it was this morning, about a farm wife channel. I forget what it was called, but um, I think that's kind of like an underappreciated role that some of the wives go through on the farm. It's like everybody thinks the husband's out working, but meanwhile the wife's carrying a lot of the load behind the scenes. So what we're going to do is, Rita, you can designate this to any channel you want, as long as it's not in India. As long as it's in the continental United States. I'm just busting chops, people. I'm not really that much of a smart ass. But yeah, Rita, you can give that to Melinda. That she's a very nice, supportive person. She has supported me a lot, so I know that. And for some reason, she thinks when I do story time, it's entertaining to me. Based on analytics, it must be very boring because not a whole lot of people pay attention to that. I know it doesn't really go in too well with the theme of the channel, but what I'm going to do for Rita, because I know all the hard work she does, this one was mine, and I'm going to put it back in the package. It's never been used. Rita, I'm going to send that to you just because I really adore you as a person, as a creator, and I know you have a good following. That's the only extra one I have for people. All right, so now I have 2 forks left over. But I'm going to show you a find I came across today at Walmart. Hey, Ted, try and pop in when you can because there was going to be some trivia at the end related to Off the Hook Outdoors. So, I'm going to delay it as long as I can. Maybe when you get to the parking lot or in the bleachers, let me know when you're in and I can rearrange things. But anyway, so I'm going to show you a find I came across by accident today. It may be really hard to do because I don't have a whole lot of space here. But I was at Walmart today picking up some things, and I need to cover this up. And then I'm going to tell you the price. I don't know how well this is going to display. It's a 10-piece buffet party set. It comes with two the Starno type burners. It comes with the chafing rack, two food pans, two lids, two serving spoons, one water pan, one chafing rack, and all that I was able to get brand new, never used, not open, and for $5. That's why they call me Frugal Fred. You know what I mean? I'm always keeping my eyes open. Frugal Fred nails another score. All right. So now we have 5 viewers. Thank you, Ted. Tell Theo, don't be afraid to use the left hand when dribbling. Not sure if he's right-handed or left-handed. He's got to learn to dribble both hands. That's the best advice I can give Theo today. All right. So now let me see what other question can I do related to JJ Drones. All right, let's see here. All right, here's a good question. JJ Drones participated with a national charity event in which he delivered something across America. All right, this is an easy question. If anybody knows, it's pretty easy. If anybody's watched his channel, which I hope you do. And here's another thing that blows my mind. JJ Drones is, last I looked, was at 511 subscribers. It blows my mind why he is not at 5,000 or 50,000. So yeah, this is a tribute to a great man with a great heart, great wife, great beliefs, and he does a lot for the trucking industry. He's pretty much up to date on all that stuff. So that is the question. What is the cause that JJ Drones did nationally that posted several videos on to help a great charity out? So we're waiting. We're waiting. Yes, Native, I agree. He does have a great channel, awesome channel. He does. It's a different mix, but it's not always just talking about trucking or droning or anything like that. He dips his toes into a lot of different areas. And Rita, you want some hints? All right. Rita, man, for some reason you always hit a soft spot in my heart. I'm gonna set a hard spot in my whatever. I don't know, but you do hit a soft spot in my heart, Rita. I love your content. So sometimes people put this on their front door at Christmas, and sometimes people that contribute to a charity deliver this across America. So somebody should get this answered pretty quickly, hopefully. And while you guys are thinking about the correct answer, which should not take too long, I'm going to take a sip of some Colorado Kool-Aid. All right. So, what do you put on your door at Christmas? All right. And can that be delivered across America? Native, I've never put gifts for kids on my door, but that sounds like a cool concept, you know. Um, that is pretty cool. I love helping kids, and if anybody listened to one of my videos recently, I think it was a live. It was an accidental live because I was still trying to reacquaint myself with StreamYard. I did a lot of work for 8 years for the Dave Tiberi Youth Center. That's an interesting video. It deals with donations for a youth center. And Rita, you are just crushing this. Since we don't have a whole lot of viewers, I am going to allow you to win another prize. So, yes, Reese Across America, another guest from me. That's what she's saying. And you are right. So, Rita, I'm going to bend the rules because I'm in charge here and we only have 3 viewers anyway. So, I've got a few other gifts here that I got 2 extras I'm going to throw in. And, Rita, where do you want this additional Jimbo fork to go to? Where would you like this gift to go to? You can designate it to any YouTube channel you would like. You know, once again, preferably the continental United States. And I know some cooking channels that could probably enjoy a little treat like that. And you probably know the same channel, but I'm not going to twist your arm. It's all up to you. So, by the way, when I prepared my the baked ziti dish I did today, um, I watched the recipe from a channel called Natasha's Kitchen. I think it's one of the bigger channels. She does a really good job with cooking. And yes, Rita, you can gift it to Piggy's Piddles. That was good because I was thinking Aileen or Piggy, so you pretty much have done well there. So let me now. You know what I'm doing here? I think I just put the recipient prizes back in the original stack. So I think I have one more Jimbo fork. Hopefully, I did not screw that up. And oh, thank you, Native, for sharing to the community tab. That's pretty cool. Um, I I'm trying. And this is a multi-part test. One I want to test the pay it forward concept. I know I'm not going on at the ideal time. I know I don't have the largest following, and but I was pretty much. I'm trying to get reacquainted with. I'm trying to get reacquainted with Streamyard, and I'm trying to learn in baby steps. Like, you know, JJ Drones did educate me on this months ago prior to the hurricane. I've forgotten a lot, and so once I learn how to invite people up to the panel without any scam, people posting in the thing. But I'm going to be having just waiting, literally waiting on a check in the mail. Once I get the check in the mail, I've done some videos in the past about, excuse me, 250. Part of that's a ZD coming up, and part of it's the Colorado Kool-Aid. But I had done talked about the 250 celebration. So I have hit over 350. So, I apologize for not being able to do the 250 celebration. I did want to, at that time, want to do it in increments, and that's how I want to do it going forward. So hopefully, once I know what's happening on the status of this check, I can start commencing the process to start doing the giveaways. And recent video I talked, I'm going to probably do everything that was shown on the uh, previous video that I was showing in different segments, teasers. Like gifts 1 through 5, we're going to be the first gifts that I'm going to be sending out, and we'll do some type of way to do that. Hopefully, I can coordinate my time with JJ, Ted, and maybe a couple other channels. I would love to participate as long as I can learn how to get other identities up on the screen. So, all right. So like it's going to be 1 through 5 and then plus one, because some of the channels had offered to donate a gift card. So if that's still on the table for these extra donations, there was like 2 or 3 channels I think said a gift card. One person said they were going to donate a bait box with some baits in it. So if that's still on the table, I'm probably going to start off with 5 gifts plus one, and I'm going to try to do it at different times, different days. That way, if like Joe Smith works Monday through Friday, or maybe like, let me change that, Tuesday through Saturday or something, and I'm doing the live like at 3 o'clock like I did today, but they're working. I want different people who have different schedules have opportunities at least to win a portion of the giveaways. So there should be at least 3 giveaway events on that, and then possibly 4. So right now, let me try and read some comments. Yes, Rita, I will. We will get that to Piggy's Pedals. Um, Thank you for sharing to the community tab. Uh, Native says you're welcome. Uh, and Rita says you're doing a good, entertaining job. I don't know. What did you? Were you here when I was doing the comedy about what it's like to get old? Yeah, I was definitely killing some time there. I've been driving around thinking about that for days. I don't think I pulled it off exactly how I wanted to, but all right. Let's do another JJ Drones trivia question. Let me see here. All right. Um, this may be a hard question, but we're going to start off with this. And if people fail this, they probably have a better chance at getting the second follow-up question correctly. What is the name of JJ Drone's collie? He has a collie. They're beautiful dogs. Kind of looks like Lassie, if you remember that old series. Most of you millennials probably don't even know who Lassie is, but old folks like me and Rita, we know who Lassie is. So what is JJ Drones? I call him Jones. JJ Drones. I've always tongue tied that. I don't know why. Um, yeah, Melinda, I don't know. I'm funny in my own brain, but most people think, what an idiot. That's probably why I only have 5 viewers. But all right, so what is the name of JJ Drone's dog? He only has one dog that I know of. I've only seen it featured. That's the only pet I've seen featured on his channel. All right. Yeah, native. All right, there you go. There's another old person. Lassie. Remember when Lassie would come back and bark? And roof, roof, roof. It's like, what? Joey's stuck in the well? Go show us, Lassie, or something like that. What was that? It was pretty funny. Lassie was pretty talkative, very informative type dog. His dog looks similar, and most collies do look similar. I love those little miniature collies. You ever seen one of them? They're pretty cool too. All right, native, you're 42, but you must watch the old timers channel or something like that. What do they call that? What's it? The Wii channel or something? What's that on TV? Where they do all the old reruns and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm glad, native, you're in tune with what's happening in the canine world out there. All the canine celebrities. That's good to know. All right, so doesn't seem like anybody's coming up with the answer. So we're going to move on to the next question. All 3 of you watching. All right, what is JJ Drones? The name of his significant other. What's the name of JJ Drone's significant other, otherwise known as his wife? She does all the work for that outfit, and he gets all the credit. Sometimes he does throw her some credit, but she's very big behind the scenes. So, um, oh yeah, you watched it with your grandparents, so that's a good. That I can see why you could. Now I understand why native. That's pretty cool. I had this another thing I hate about getting old. Right here, got this like little pimple. I don't know what it was, like ingrown hair, whatever, and it's been creating me havoc. I know, like I'm always doing this. People think like I have a cocaine problem or something. I don't, but I'll show you right there. It's a little scab, and it's just driving me nuts. But no, I don't do any nose candy or any of that, but it just irritates the hell out of me. But all right, so just clarifying that, folks, and just waiting for the right answer to come in. And I don't know else I can say. I'm going to give it's three. I'm going to wait until 4 o'clock. If nobody has the right answer, we're going to go on to another question. Hopefully, somebody can answer. Oh, I appreciate all 6 viewers coming in. I appreciate it. We just doubled in a matter of like 1 minute. That was tremendous. Ooh. I think all the community tab shares are working. Melinda, wifey is not it, but she is pretty much like a general. So, like you could say, general. Yeah, that one was winning. And okay, Off the Hook Outdoors is back in the game. He's listening. He's listening. Ted, nobody knows. First of all, nobody knew the name of JJ Drone's dog, Jason Johnson's dog. So we talked about Lassie and some different hints, and nobody knew it. So then now we've asked the question, what is the name of JJ Drone's significant other, also known as the general? So nobody's coming up with that answer. So we may have to, I don't know what more I can do. All right, Ted, I'm trying to get this answer. Then we're gonna go on to some off the hook trivia. All right, so I know you're listening. I just need some participants to shoot out the right answer. What is the name of JJ Drone's significant other? All right. I see we need to expedite this just a little bit. JJ Drones, his name is Jason Johnson. What are his initials? Hello, people. Come on, help me out here. Work with me here. Ted, you're not as nice and as pretty as Rita. I made an exemption for Rita. You cannot win twice. Only Rita can win twice. Uh, Rita, no, Rita, didn't you win twice, Rita? Oh, Rita, I don't know. Can I let you win a third? All right, Rita, you twisted my arm. Yes. The only reason I'm letting Rita win a third time is because I know she has a lot of cooking channel connections. Or I know she's got a lot of friends. She has more friends than I have, and I only have 7 viewers right now. So Rita, yes, you can win the third prize because I like your content, and I just think you're a cool person. So you feel free to tell us who you want to gift this next Billy Fork to, and we'll be standing by, and then we're going to get on to some off the hook outdoors trivia. All righty. Yeah, Ted, I think you're right. She's probably going to set up a little retail shop, start be selling these out of her kitchen. Watch her upcoming videos. I have a feeling, something's going on there. Yeah, it's going to look like what's that? The QVC or something from her kitchen. She'll be selling these things. It's funny if you watch the old. All right, so Rita's saying send it to Scott and Jay, or Scott and Joy. Oh, Scott and Joy. Okay, I misread that. Scott and Joy. All right, Scott Swift and Joy Seward. Yes, that's a very good selection. I have to remember all these by going back to the replay. Yes, that's a very good suggestion, Rita. I do appreciate that. So we have Off the Hook Outdoors, also known as Ted, Ned's brother, and Frugal Fred's other brother. So as part of this Pay It Forward giveaway, I'm going to ask some questions that, once again, I think are pretty easy, especially if you've been watching part of the scroll up above. All right, I have 2 of these mini mystery kits. All right. First one. What is the name of Ted from Off the Hook Outdoors? What's the name of his male son? All right. And whoever wins this, I'm going to change the rules a little bit. Whoever wins this and gives the correct answer, this gift, box number 7, is going to go to that child. All right. So let's all right, Native. You nailed it. You're right. Off the Hook Outdoors, his son is named Theo. So you are gifting this to a Pay It Forward that I kind of pre-designated because I did a video on these yesterday and I figured I knew 2 cool people that could use this. So yes, Theo is going to get that. Thank you for playing the game, Native Wild Man. And now we're going to move on to gift number 2. It's another mini mystery tackle box kit. It's set number 3. All right. So the greatest thing about these 2 gifts, they're going to be mailed to the same location. So I can put them in the same package. All right. So Ted from Off the Hook Outdoors, what is the name of his daughter who is also the CEO of his company? Come on, people. Let's get this right. And we can get these mailed out and hopefully, his kids love the outdoors, so we're gonna hopefully, make them feel part of the program. And they're always very much included in Ted's videos and uh, good kids. Fishing is fun. We always say that and we believe in that. I'd rather have kids outdoors in nature that rather than sitting behind an Xbox or something like that, or doing some other crazy things that some kids get involved in due to lack of parent supervision. And I know that's not a problem at Off the Hook Outdoors. So, what is the name of Ted's daughter who is the CEO of his company? And that is the last gift for today. So we will take, uh, if you've already answered and you've already won, we will accept your answer one more time, unless it's Ted, because he should know his daughter's name by now. But yes, Off the Hook Outdoors. What's the name of his daughter and CEO of his company? Anybody can win this that's viewing that has already answered. It's okay. It is A-OK. I cannot believe people do not know the name of the CEO of that company. Oh, Lord. All right, let me try this again a different way. Either way, the answer, once it's correct, Native. You are partially correct. Yes, Carly is his daughter's name. She is the CEO of that company. She calls all the shots over there. She's excellent, excellent bait maker. And we are going to be shipping those 2 gifts to Theo and Carly in Pennsylvania. So, anyway, uh, how does everybody like the idea of pay it forward to somebody else in a trivia contest? Is something like that appealing to you? If we could do it in a little bit better fashion, this was kind of a last minute thing, I thought of. Um, hopefully it can catch on. Bigger channels to have more success with it. I can't believe I've been talking for over an hour already. Good golly, Miss Mom. But anyway, uh, I'll tell you what. I'm going to throw in one. Now, how am I going to do this? I got to phrase this correctly. Um, the first person that answers with the statement typed in the text right now, "Go Cowboys," I will send them a $5 gift card from Subway. All right, we're waiting. $5 gift card from Subway. All you have to do is type "Go Cowboys." I don't care who it is or how many gifts you want. You just have to support the Dallas Cowboys, and it has to be proven. Thank you, Native. Appreciate you supporting Rita. I'm glad you participated. All right, so Deb Braga, you are the winner, and this Native, kick me in the nuggets, will you? Come on, you just won all these gifts, and now you're going to say go Chiefs? Now I'm seeing Razor. Oh, good God, Deb, I appreciate you. Uh, my email is listed on my about page. If you want to shoot me your residence address, whatever, we'll get you out the $5 Subway gift card, and that should be going out pretty soon. Anyway, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I did not realize we went over an hour, and hopefully we can do something like this, at a more timely time slot, and where more people can participate. But anyway, I enjoy all of you for tuning in, and once again I always try to remind people, always know your legal limits. Try and help somebody today, tomorrow, or the next day. Appreciate it. See you next time. Peace.